This card is so cool, potentially even Grail tier. Good Pokemon card fans. This past weekend, I was at the local Pokemon card show, HobbyCon, and it had been about a month since my last show, and I'd just been selling cards in that time, so I had a bunch of cash saved up that I wanted to use here. I ended up spending or getting around $300 worth of cards, and there was one big trade in there that you'll see at the end, which I think is pretty exciting. I picked up a great variety of really modern stuff to super vintage stuff, so let's jump in and see what I got. Okay, let's jump into the actual cards. We'll start off with a card that I actually got for free. So there's one vendor there, which I've chatted with a couple times. He always brings a box of basically mixed low value kind of bulk cards, but stuff that is kind of interesting. So like you see base set cards in there. The reason this card was in there, he usually sells them for 50 cents. It's because it's kind of beat up. I don't know how well it's going to show on camera, but it's like pretty scraped. I'd say very scraped up, especially on the back. Front, you can't really tell. I was like, 50 cents. I don't have this card. It's like a $2 to $3 card, I think, normally. Great. I'll pay 50 cents. He just gave it to me, like, because we've interacted a few times. He was like, yeah, you can just have it. So because of that, I was like, oh, I may as well buy some other stuff from him. Kind of went through the other cards that he had and grabbed a bunch. So I grabbed 7 more cards from him, so we can take a look at those. There's some modern ultra rares in there. These aren't my favorite cards typically, but these are cards I needed for my set. So this Melodic EX, totally reasonable price of $2. Okay, this is Canadian dollars, so totally fine. Kind of a decent ultra rare. I don't mind. I like the blue, so that was a cool pickup. A Hollow Sand EX. These Terra cards, again, not my favorite, but 2 Surging Sparks cards that I needed, so totally happy to grab those. To get a 3rd Surging Sparks card. This is a set that I do like quite a bit. Talked about it in my ranking video, and I opened the ETB recently of Surging Sparks. So grabbing some of these ultra rares is useful. Cyclozar, again, totally reasonable, a mid-tier kind of card there. We get an Incineroar, which I do like more. Incineroar is kind of a cool Pokemon. Again, $2 for these ultra rares. The background on this ultra rare I actually kind of like. It fits the card quite well, so I don't mind that one at all. And then he had some IRs. And I didn't pull the Spearow, I didn't see it, and it's like a perfectly cheap IR that actually looks quite good. Like $3 for a very good looking IR. I like this card a lot. Expected to be more in general, but I guess there's a lot of them out there, so $3. I'm more than happy to have this card. There's another IR, well, less exciting than the Spearow, the Stunfisk. It's kind of a lame IR, but another Surging Sparks card. And for $2, I'm like, I'd buy pretty much any IR for $2. And then the final card, I never got one of these ETBs, and I always liked this Alakazam. And because he was throwing me free cards and stuff, I was like, I don't typically buy promo cards. I like to complete my set binders, but I like this Alakazam. Let's get this stacked to an even $20, so this is the perfect card. And all of these they're modern near mint cards. Basically $20 for this set of 7 cards, which is a very reasonable price to begin with, and the free Emboar, all from the same vendor, and I felt pretty good about that. So that's one of the earlier deals I made. Kept it very simple, straightforward. Got 8 total cards that I needed. Okay, after that first deal, I was primarily looking for vintage cards out there. That was my main goal going to this show. I've been actively completing base set 2. If you've been following this channel for a little while, you see me getting a bunch of those cards. I ended up getting another free card, which is already in my binder, so I'm not going to show it off here, which is just one of the common trainer cards that I'm missing. I'm missing one more trainer card, and then the regular rare Mr. Mime. And I asked every single vendor that was there, which was like, I don't know, 30 plus vendors, and not a single person had it. It's such like an awkward card, a base set 2 regular rare Mr. Mime. So while I'm kind of searching for that and trying to get a good deal, might have to go just eBay or whatever, wait for a good deal there. I'm also completing Team Rocket, which is just an excellent set. It's also kind of expensive because it's very popular. I already have the Dark Charizard from there. If you follow my Charizard series, you would have seen that. So I did pick up a couple Team Rocket cards. The first one was I picked up a single card from a vendor. There's a Dark Slowbro here. And this card's in great condition for a vintage card. There's a little smudge here, but it'll clean off when I pull it out of the top loader here. It's centered really nicely. It just looks really good. This was a kind of a cool card, just in general. Like the Team Rocket guy in the background looks great. This person had it listed for $30, and like a near mint copy can go over 50 for these. And I would call this maybe LP, like there's a little bit of scratching. But I paid 25, and that felt like a really good deal to me for a sweet vintage Team Rocket Dark Slowbro. So super happy about that. Definitely gonna check out that vendor again to see if they have more going forward. So yeah. From there, we jumped back to some modern stuff. There was, with the Mega Evolution set, I really love the Bulbasaur line. You might be able to see it in the background behind me. No, I have the stamped Bulbasaur, and I also pulled a Bulbasaur. I didn't have the Ivysaur or Venusaur, so I saw this Ivysaur. I knew that the prices were crashing down on these. You know, when Mega Evolution first came out, this was like a $50 card, and now it's like 20 to 25. This vendor was offering or asking for, I think, $20 for the card, which I was actually pretty good at that price. This is in great condition, near mint. It was centered perfectly. There was also another card I wanted. I'm actively trying to complete Obsidian Flames. I only have like 3 or 4 of the ultra rare cards or like IR tier cards to go, and then a bunch of reverse holos to finish the master set. But I needed this Gloom. So I saw that there as well. And they were asking 15 for this. So both like decent prices to begin with. So I offered $30 for both of these near mint cards. They accepted. So, you know, that's $17.50 for this and $12.50 for this on average, which I think is a great deal. Really love this Ivysaur. Now I'm looking to get the Venusaur to complete the set. Complete that trio there. The Obsidian Flame is coming along nicely. So 2 great modern pickups. I wasn't even necessarily going there to get cards like that, but I couldn't pass up that price. Then we jump back to vintage, and I know I said I was collecting Team Rocket, and I am, but I love Neo, I love Gym, Heroes, and Challenge, really all the Wizards of the Coast vintage stuff before the E-Series. Yeah, so basically from base all the way up to Legendary Collection, I love all those sets. Those are my favorite. That's what I typically am collecting. So I saw this cheap-ish, this is right on market price for an LP, Misty's Tentacruel, and I paid $25 for it. It's a cool card. He's got like this crazy beak here. Love the gym set cards. So again, this was a single purchase from someone, which happens a lot. You get people with large collections of cards, tons of like graded slabs and stuff, but I'm not interested in that stuff. And then you get small binders or whatever, or like slightly off to the side, they'll have a couple of vintage cards. And sometimes you can find cards like this there. So super happy about that. Now, 2 more purchases were made. So for a total of 4 cards here. And this one is very interesting. I've been trying to sell my Radiant Collection Reshiram for the past like 6 weeks. And I've had people like say, oh yeah, I'm coming to get it, and then no show on Facebook and stuff like that. I've been asking 130 Canadian for it, and I've had people agree to that price, and again, no show. A lot of people are like trying to lowball like under 100 and stuff. And it's just a weird card to price. So like sometimes on eBay, you can find ones that are like sub $100. Mine was like near mint to mint, like full on consideration for grading. I just never grade things. So somebody else can grade it. So I was selling it at the higher end of the price, or wanted to at least. I was having a lot of trouble. And I was like, I don't typically do trades because you can get better deals when you give cash for these types of cards over trades, especially because people trade at 80 or below percentage. But the Reshiram is really worth, you know, a collector and all these other things, like 150 to 160 Canadian. It's just hard to do that on eBay. So I was thinking, if someone trades at 80% off of that price, it's around 130. So that was my goal going in. And I asked a few vendors, and I was getting low balls of like $90. But if you find the right people who trade in the things that you're trading, or sell in the things that you're trading, you can get better deals. So I found someone who had a lot of X White Ear stuff, a little bit of black and white. He actually had the Reshiram card I was trading. And I was like, I see you have this. Do you want another one? Mine's in really good condition. Showed it to him. They agreed that it was in really good condition, and we checked the prices together, and he offered me basically $130 of trade value. exactly what I wanted. So it was like zero haggling there. And this person had a lot of bangers, for lack of a better word, like tons of, he had graded stuff, which I didn't care about, but tons of non-graded stuff and a lot from XY era. So I picked up a card that I really love. He had two of them in one. This one you'll see here, this Primal Kyogre EX. Just one of the sickest cards from XY. This and the Groudon combo together is like so good. Never pulled either of these when I bought them, so had this one priced at 180, which is pretty reasonable. This isn't, I would call this LP. So like the market price for these are like 230. So we had a mint condition one that was 230, but this one was only slightly worse. So the front is basically perfect. It's hard to see through the case, but there's a little whitening here, so which is what bumped it down to the LP. But for $50 savings right off the bat, I was interested. So I traded my $130 Reshiram and then offered $40 cash on top. So effectively got this card for $170 value. With the consideration that I was getting my full price for the Reshiram without any of the like selling hassle on eBay or like having someone to come to the door. So it was like best case scenario here for me. Got a card I really liked. And typically I don't like dropping this amount of cash on cards. I like to get, you know, things like this for $30 instead, because there's so many good cards in that price range, in the $10 to $30 price range. But when you're trading a $130 card, and you may as well get something legit back. So this one is one of the bigger cards that I've got from the shows of late. Super excited for this one. It's just like such a great card. Let me pull it out so the sticker's not in the way. Examine it a little closer. Like the XY era textured EXs are so nice, which is why it's one of my favorites. And it's just like such a unique card with the styling of the Kyogre and how it's structured. You can see like it's still really good. There's just a little whitening here. I don't know if it shows against the white background, a little whitening on the bottom. But just like a really great card. And I'm putting these cards in binders. So this is not to be graded. So I'm more than happy to save that $50 and get this card. And the Reshiram I'm trading was a duplicate. I already have one that is in the similar to same condition, the near mint condition. So to get this Kyogre is super cool. At this point I'm getting pretty tired, but I come across someone near the exits and I saw that they had a lot of vintage stuff. And I was talking to the guy that was running it, and he's like, yeah, this is his first time making a booth. He's basically selling his collection, and he had been collecting for a long time, so I had a lot of vintage stuff. So hopefully I see him again, because there was even a bunch more stuff I wanted to buy. But at this point, I'm already like spent quite a decent amount, plus the trade. There's 3 vintage cards I picked up. The thing that attracted me to his booth was this Dark Alakazam. I said I'm collecting Team Rocket set. This is the non-holo because I have the holo already. Actually, let me grab it. It's kind of interesting.
3 hours later.
I'm just going to pop open my Team Rocket binder here, and I already have a first edition Dark Alakazam. This is something I got years and years ago. You can see this first page that I have here is just like, I just need the Dark Blastoise, which will go there, and it's coming soon. But like, this is a great first page set. And this is kind of one of the nice things about the vintage sets. They put all the bangers up front, so there's no flipping through the whole binder. It's good and bad, but there's no mistake what's cool in this set when you just open this. See the first edition Alakazam, see the holo Dark Charizard. So all I needed was the non-holo. So $18 for this Dark Alakazam is like, that's market price. So it wasn't really a deal there. So originally I was going to walk away and say like, typically I'm searching for deals. If I want to pay market price, I can get one that's like in super good conditions. This one is in quite good condition, but I'd still call it like LP plus at best. Then he showed me a bunch of the other stuff he had. I can just jump right to it. There's a couple like slightly worse condition binders of stuff that was like not laid out. I picked up 2 cards from there. Wow. Both kind of lower end of LP, maybe even MP for the Dark Dark Trio. But these are really good deals. So the Ampharos, I think, is like $30 to $35. And this one I would call LP. Oh, this is Neo Genesis, I believe, one of the Neo sets. Really cool card. It's actually kind of funny that Ampharos was like pushed really hard in Gen 2. It's really like dropped off now, is not a popular Pokemon. But there's a lot of Ampharos cards for a couple of gens there. And then the Dark Trio is really nice. So this is like a 50-ish plus dollar card. So both these cards are kind of half the price of the value. This one wasn't as good condition. Maybe harder to see here, but there's quite a bit of whitening here, top, and then I had to do a little cleaning. So I'd call that one an MP card, but the front looks good. And again, that's what I care about the binder. I just need to flatten that little corner down. Half price, half price. 2 half price cards, I'm willing to pay full price for the other one. So so this totals up to $60 here. And I offered 50 and we agreed on 55. So even a little less than half price on these. 55 feels like a pretty reasonable price for these, considering Dark Trio alone can go for up to that price. So just another great set of pickups here. I got, a bunch of vintage stuff, 5 or 6 vintage cards, this banger in the Primal Kyogre, and a bunch of modern stuff, like $300-ish in value, I think, here. Super happy about that. All right, that's all the cards I picked up from the Pokemon card event at PoppyCon there. Let me know what you think. Which one of these is your favorite? Do you like the vintage stuff, the mid-year, like the XY cards, or is it the modern stuff you're more focused on? Definitely curious, because I like to collect all of it. Actively trying to complete sets from each kind of chunk of time. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I got lots more stuff coming.